Hello friends, I am sitting here on my break at work, freezing, and I need to find, I used to have like a cheap like snuddy like version of an hoodie and I can't find it, and it makes it easier to type away when I've got sleeves I can put my arms out of. But anyway, welcome back to my second weekly vlog of being back. First one was very hit and miss. I started getting ill near the back end of the week, but that's fine. We are now on the 4th of December. What the frick, 4th of December. This week I'm going to try and read some novellas for Sphinx, and I'm going to have to put the crochet down and focus on some novellas that need reading. Because I need to get them in. So I'll be reading Dust and Lightning by Rebecca Crunden. I'm going to read some of it on my lunch, and then I'm going to read some of it after work. And I have the live show for Gemini this week. It is on the 6th, which is Wednesday, with Chloe and Meg. Is it the 6th? Or is it tonight? I've lost my mind. I don't know what I'm doing. It's tonight at 7:30. So it's not on Wednesday, it's tonight at 7:30. What did I have on the 6th? Now I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. But I have the live show for Gemini tonight now. But I remembered that. And then we have, I don't think I have any of the live shows for book club related stuff yet, but I do have a live on Thursday, which I'm excited about. First live back after an extended break. There's me, Meg, potentially Meg anyway, Becca and Jem, just keeping it low key and just yeah, bringing some fun sprints back. Initially for Christmas, and I might continue it to New Year depending on how I feel. So I'll be reading the novella and I will be doing the live show for Gemini tonight. And yeah, one of my next reads I do have to read, because it was on a poll pick as one of my next reads, is Queen of Shadows. I am vlogging for Queen of Shadows as well, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, and I do also want to get book 3, Blue Lily Lily Blue, The Raven Cycling, by the end of the month, so I could continue with the vlog of like Chloe recommended these books to me sort of thing. Friends recommends. I can't remember what I've called the series that I started, but it's that. And yeah, I'm gonna head back and crack on, and I will see you all when I have another update on what I've been reading. Hello, I'm coming in and updating you. We have Monday evening, and the live show with Meg and Chloe was really good. I, to become me a fashion, was pretty shit at remembering some of the things that happened in the book, but bearing in mind I did read the book a couple of weeks ago. I should have waited a bit closer to the live show, but anyway, I worked from home today, and I'm so glad that I did choose to work from home today, because this arrived from Black Crow PR, aka like the best PR company around, and not Tor this time, Daphne Press. So anyone who's seen anything from Yelp will have seen the fun little picture where the staff were holding these acts that you could actually get at Yelp, or they had a couple available. They get to try and win them, and they were stood there with like the hood up, and the acts are beautiful. It says, "Are you ready to join the cult of Dionysus?" I had to ask Chloe and Meg how to pronounce this, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about Greek mythology. I like the thought of learning about it, but then because like when I hear all the gods and all the different, it just overwhelms my brain, and I feel like I need to just sort of like, it's just something else to learn, isn't it? I'm just not in the headspace to learn new things. Anyway, this is floppy AF, but I'm really happy that this arrived. This comes out in May of 2024, so this is going to get read before May. I know that I mention this every year. Sorry I'm messing with my hair. It's been a while since I've been able to keep it straight for this long. And you can also see my grey hair coming through and my natural hair coming through at the top, which we're just gonna pretend doesn't exist. I know I've said this every year, but I'm gonna really try and keep up with review copies and arcs. The only TBRs I'll be setting are for my 12 books, 12 prompts that I need to do a video for, that my friends have all helped me do again this year. This is the 3rd year I'll be doing it, and I'm so excited for it. And other than that, and stuff like read-along books or podcast books, or it's all about fantasy books, that they're the only books I'm going to be on my mandatory TBR. So each month there'll be a maximum of about 5, I think, based on the read-alongs I'm still taking part in the podcast book. And the podcast book's only going to be every other month. So mandatory reads going to be like a maximum of 5 based on, like, you know, for read-alongs. And then the other reads that I'm going to pick in are things like arcs I want to get to, review copies. I'm going to try and read more on my Kindle, and that's something I want to spend a bit of Christmas money on. See if I can get a cheaper one in the January sales or something. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this. And I did mention to Quavex, I did read Cersei, and I think when I first started on Booktube, and from when I first started blogging back in 2016, 2017, I've mentioned it before, I was very much getting caught up with what I felt I needed to do. So when it came to people sending me books, I was reading them really quickly, or when I'd give myself a really big TBR, in my mind, if I didn't complete it, I'd fail. So I was like speeding through books and wasn't really wholly paying attention to them, and I was just rating them randomly. And I think that because at the time that I read Cersei for the first time, I was in the mindset that I only liked sort of epic high fantasy with witches and dragons and vampires and werewolves and all the like crazy fantasy stuff. And I heard witches, and I heard Cersei, because I don't know a lot about Greek mythology. I thought it'd be like witches, like you'd think kind of fantasy, but this isn't really. It wasn't really a fantasy, and I went into it with the wrong mindset, and that for me is a massive thing. I don't know if it's the same for everyone else. It might be that people could change their mindset as soon as they start reading it and realise it's not what they thought. Whereas me, I went into it thinking it was going to be like this action-packed fantasy that I was used to at the time, and it just really wasn't. So, and I listened to the audiobook. The audiobook was great. I'm going to listen to the audiobook again. And I stupidly unhauled the really pretty original hardcover edition with the foil underneath. And I'm an idiot, because I feel like I would really enjoy it, because now that I've allowed myself to reduce my TBR, I know that some people may think my books that I read, there's still a lot in my TBR. For me, it's not a lot. I could get through those books, and I have gotten through those books for the most part for the month of November, sorry. But I used to give myself lots of books, and some really, really chunky books, and yeah, so I just think that now that I've sort of quieted down my TBR a bit, I've allowed myself to like expand the type of books that I read. I'm reading more contemporary. I've started to look at other genres and different types of fantasy books and things like that. I think I really want to revisit Cersei. So I'm going to listen to Cersei again on audio. And if I like it, Chloe's mentioned that a new hardcover edition is out. So I'll probably get that, and then I might listen to Song of Achilles and maybe end up getting the set. He thinks. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I think that I prefer this cover more than the actual cover of the book. I just love how, I say simplistic, but it's not simplistic. This screams more Greek mythology to me than the actual cover of the book. With like the thing around the edges, because this is what Cersei looks like, but I was like with like different colours, obviously. But this is a sort of like motif situation that Cersei has, and it just reminds me more of Greek mythology. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and I haven't read this evening. I was supposed to read, and I had the live show with Meg and Chloe, and then I sat down and I was gonna either read or crochet and just chill before I went to sleep, and I just didn't. I scrolled on YouTube. So yeah, I need to do some more reading this week. I think Chels has asked me to be on some Saturday sprints with her this weekend. So I'm gonna spend some time with Chels this weekend. I will be going to Ed's at some point, but he's working on Saturday. So unfortunately, I'm only going to get to spend Sunday at his house with him. But for the next couple of weekends, I think I'll stay in Ed's, because the week after we have our early Christmas. Need to get cracking on a lot of things, to be honest. So tomorrow, Smash and Tori have their live for Airfire. As soon as that live's finished, I'm going to start listening to Queen of Shadows, and I'm going to spend some time on my novellas. So I think because this weekend Chelsea wants to do some sprints, I'm not as concerned about focusing on the novellas during the week. I will still do that, but my main focus will probably be getting the Queen of Shadows done, because I vlog that. I also need to finish some crochet things that I'm doing for people. So yeah, I will come back to you on the morrow, friends. Hello friends, it's Tuesday. I'm updating you again. Yay for me. But today, I want to show you what arrived. I'm so excited. I can start planning for 2024. So, look at it, floppy. I normally, don't know where it is, last year I had for the very first time the Little Inklings Fully Booked planner, but she's also does the novel companion and the novel companion ultra. So there's a difference between the ultra and the normal. So the novel companion, I think, only tracks 120 books, I think it still has all the challenges in, but it only tracks 120 books, whereas the past couple of years I've read more than that. I think at the moment I'm on like 180 something. Bearing in mind, by the way, for those people who don't read a lot of that is manga. 30 of those were manga from September alone, from the challenge. So it's not all like chunky 600-page novels. But a lot of it is also audiobooks, but it's got the standard like goals page that she has in the Fully Booked planner, and then she has like the reading logs, but she just has more pages of them in this. And then we have obviously we have like the 5-star reads, and we have all the challenges in there, but we also have like a set page for like monthly reading stats, which is going to be good. And then I'm going to try and fill this in this year and have the graph in there as well, and do the graph. And then we have like lots of blank dotted pages. The challenges that she has in here is like the ABC challenge, the challenge of like the around the world challenge. Also, I can't wait to colour this in, not gonna lie. This is gonna be a fun evening of listening to an audiobook and colouring. Yes, I'm a child, I am a big child. And then this planner has the weeks set out like this, So I can still use a lot of my stickers that I want to use. And I did also get one of these, because unlike the fully booked planner, which I can't find yet, that has like the months separated on the side, so you know what month you're in, whereas this is going by, this is just like weeks, and you can like date your planner yourself. So if I ended up missing a week for whatever reason, I don't have to write anything in that week. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can start planning not only like my reading, but I want to start planning some of my Booktube stuff in here. So I'm gonna try and use like this bit here for like videos that I want to do in that week, or ideas that might come up I can put down here, and then I can like leave a note to myself. But I am also getting a separate diary to planning like actual events and things, because I want to try and track things more. And then at the end of each month, it doesn't have a wrap-up page, but it does have a blank page where you can print off. You can use this as just like make your own wrap-up page, or there is a printable that you can get off her website as well, and you can do like your monthly stats. So I do have access to a printer, and I've just got the printable, which was like $6 Canadian, really cheap. And I think this bookmark was like $5 Canadian. But yeah, I'm going to be filling that in. And then they have books to read, which is in the fully booked planner. But it has the new releases page if I want a quick glance at any releases coming in January. But it does also have a month to view on them as well. And I just think I'm going to try this planner this year, see how this one works for me, and if this one works better for me than the fully booked one, I'm just going to keep going with this. And I'm going to try and come up with a way that I can still keep up with this but not give myself too much to do. So for instance, with one of the reading challenges, I'll probably just print off the covers for the books that relate to this. But also, I finish books so quickly. I'm going to try and, I think on Etsy there's a couple of those stickers that you can buy, like sheets of stickers, where you can just mark down how many books you've finished, and I don't know where it is, and that it's just like, oh, this will be like 1 to 200 I think. Oh, 220, sorry. So there's these, and I'm just going to like stick the stickers on here as to whether I finish them via like audio, ebook, or physical. So I'm just gonna put stickers in this bit. I was colouring them in with just random colours, but I need a simple way to do it really. Because if I could just put a sticker in there, then she does also still have in this one. She does also have in this one like a 2-page spread bookshelf, which I'm going to colour in and like make look all pretty. And this is a bit that I'm going to try and do. I started this last year. The books that I finished, I did the spine of each book, and I coloured each of these in the same colour as the spine, but I got to like March and then stopped because I stopped filling in the journal, this part of the journal. I want to make sure that I fill in every part of this. And I might even start doing quick reviews of the things in the back before I type it up. So yeah, that was that. Other than that, I've not got an update for you. I didn't start Queen of Shadows last night. I am going to start Queen of Shadows tonight. But yeah, I'm going to head off and I'm going to just chill for the evening. I'm going to edit last week's vlog and put that up. And I do need to do some filming. I'm probably going to film tomorrow. I'm going to sort myself out and film tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Film tomorrow. I'll be back. I need someone to pat a cake with. I received some really cute mail today. This week's been not as bad as some weeks, but one thing gets better, the other gets worse. My legs have gotten worse and they're really painful, so I know this is late, But Ryan explained, and you'll know what it is. If you know, you know. He explained why it's late. The broken binding have had a lot going on. That just, yeah. But I got, oh my god, it's so pretty. Got my physical arc of the eyes. Am I still buying the hardcover edition? Like the actual, yeah, obviously. Just not yet because I got no money, but I'm so excited. This is my first physical, can it say it's exclusive, advanced reader edition? Am I ever going to get rid of this? No. If I ever meet Ryan in person, is it going to be like signing all my books and dedicating them? If I could carry them, yes. I'm just so excited. This made my day. But also, can we give a massive shout out to Black Crow PR, because obviously the other week, I haven't put that vlog up now. I should have done really. But in which from November, you'll see in a post if you're on my social media at all. So Justin Lee Anderson has books out. He was indie published. Orbit picked him up. The Lost War was his first book. The Bitter Crown is his second book. I'm reading both, and I have been sent paperbacks of both from Black Crow PR a few weeks ago, and now I've been sent this cute print and stunning pencil work. I don't know who cover art by Jeremy Wilson, character art by George Coleman. So this character art is by George Coleman. But also, I've been sent like bits about the book, and I'll read that later. But I also got a little package. In a little organza bag. It's adorable. And we've got English Tea Shop Organic Calm Me Tea. Here's me getting all excited and it's like, calm me. And it's a tea bag sachet. Organic herbal tea with cinnamon, peppermint, licorice and lavender. So the licorice, if it's not strong and it doesn't like hit you in the throat, that sounds wrong. Anyway, if the licorice is not strong, we'll be able to drink this. But peppermint, a little bit of cinnamon, not too much, and lavender, abso-freaking-lutely. We then have the cutest little kid in the world. Am I going to eat that straight away? Fucking hell yes. And I'm going to save this for whenever I need to send some gifts to somebody. And then we've got the Lost War little candle. This is adorable. I'm assuming it's a candle. Oh my god. What is this scent? Oh, handcrafted in Scotland, where Justin's from. Soy candle called Wild Woods. 12-hour burn for such a teeny thing. Ooh. It doesn't say what scent it is. But I can smell like it literally just smells like fresh wood smell. Like you've just gone out into a forest and you can just smell like, is that pine? Do you know when you go out and you just smell the freshness of the, I'm sorry, I really freaking be like, what does it smell like? But yeah, you can smell like the freshness of like the woods. Don't want to burn this. Sorry, I'm getting carried away again. I need to drink my tea to calm myself. But I'm like, honestly, I've needed this. Like this, I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm just, did I want to like squeal and cry when I put it out? Yes. Did I? No, because I'm an adult. I did cry at books. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm gonna save this for later when I'm winding down tonight after I've filmed some more videos for Bookmail, and I'm gonna eat this now because yeah, and I don't think I'm ever gonna burn this because it smells so pretty. When I want to just like, I live in a town centre, you see, and I live near parks, but I don't live near like wooded areas that I know of, so I can be like, don't want to smell the woods. Am I weird? Abso-freaking-lutely. But y'all know this if you've watched me for any amount of time. So yeah, I'm not putting any of these up any art prints that I've got, but I do have quite a few art prints and posters. I've got like my Attack on Titan posters up there, and you can see some artwork up there. But I'm going to be framing those anyway, and maybe putting those, I don't know if I'm putting those in, but I'm hopefully be moving soon, so I don't want to put any more like prints up, but this is one I'm definitely gonna put up because it is stunning. But thank you so much to Black Pro PR, The Broken Binding, Ryan Carhill. Like, you all know how obsessed I was with the first few books in that series. I still haven't read of War and Ruin because I know he's going to ruin me. And also, I haven't read this, which is a novella that comes after War and Ruin. I'm really good that I've missed out on all the special editions, but they were just too expensive. And knowing how long the series is going to be, spending £55 a book over a 6-book series, it's just, my brain could not compute the cost of that. But I will still support Ryan in whatever he does, whether he stays in there or goes traditionally published. Like, this was one of the, along with John Gwynne, one of the first high epic, like, questing dragon fantasies that I really just, like, absolutely adored, and was probably the first, one of the first indie books after KJ Sutton that I picked up, I think. And I found him through Twitter, and I'm so glad that I did, because I am just in love with everything that he writes. Anyway, that's enough of me gushing over someone I've gushed over too many times. Y'all are probably really annoyed at the fact that if I mention Ryan or Travis, you know who I'm talking about, and I don't know if that's a problem. That I could just first name these people, and anyone who's watched me for a lengthy amount of time knows who I'm talking about. Should I be worried? Possibly, but am I? No. So I want to go back to work now, because this has made my day. Am I still in pain? Yeah, but, you know, I've got serotonin running through me right now. So this vibe that I've got going, I'm just going to put it into my work, and hopefully, despite the pain, I'm going to have a good day. Say it with me. I'm going to have a good day. Today, the rest of the day is going to be a good day. And you're going to eat a candy cane. And it's going to be delicious. You know? I know, you know, we all know, positive vibes only. Hello friends. Today is Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know. No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And I've just finished my Duolingo for the day, and I'm now on day 116. I'm proud of myself. That's Spanish. I don't know what that word, don't know what that noise was. I was learning French at one point, but I've just ended up sticking to Spanish for now, and I'm going to move over to French at some point again in my life. I can't when, but we move, we vibe. We're happy today. We're happy today because I have tea. I have biscuit tea. I've not shared my biscuit tea obsession with you very much recently. Hello, biscuit tea is an obsession. You should all try it. It's great. Why the fuck is my battery dying again? Just switched it. Anyway, I'll be quick. Today I've not read anything. However, I have found my new obsession, and 3 of their names are Felix, Bangchan and Hyunjin. I think that's how you pronounce it. AKA 3 of the members of Stray Kids. I don't know how I fell down this hole. They appeared on TikTok, and one of their voices was like, Maniac, maniac. And then I heard this song, saw them doing the whole dance, and I don't know what that was. And now I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Am I listening to the Spotify while I get my crochet for the rest of the evening? Yes. Was I supposed to be reading Queen of Shadows? Also yes. So, love that for me. I have been distracted, but are we surprised? We are really not surprised about this, are we? Lisa, you getting distracted? What the fuck? So Livy has been on about K-pop for ages, and I didn't realise, and it's proper dumb. It's dumb. I didn't realise there were so many different like genres or like types of music within K-pop, and the vibe of Stray Kids is my vibe. I'm not all about this jumping about like kind of K-pop that goes around. I'm not about that. That's not really my vibe. But Stray Kids is a vibe with a big V, tick, chef's kiss. So I found them on Spotify. I'm listening to them, and I'm gonna crochet the present that I need to crochet, grab another biscuit tea, and just chill for the evening. We are now currently on 9 o'clock, so I can get a couple hours of crocheting and a couple hours of the Stray Kids. And yeah, Livy is very happy that I have now found Stray Kids, but Jem also found them a while ago, and they've got their little like chat going on, and I'm like, bring me into the fold. I've joined the fold, and I'm not mad about it. So peace out, friends. Hello, friends. I'm just gonna take my hair down because I look like a bald eagle. I'm here again, and we're on Friday. Have I updated this week? I don't know. I just wanted to address this that I received. I can't remember if this was in this week's vlog or if it was in last week's vlog that I mentioned this, but unfortunately I will no longer be reading this unless it's proven that this author didn't do what there is evidence out there to say that they did do. And that was a really weird way of saying it. So basically the author of this book has been accused of setting up private accounts, like random accounts, and one-star bombing other authors, and there is a vast amount of evidence out there to back up that fact. Apparently the evidence to state the contrary is heavily edited and not like honest, so unless it's proven that this author didn't do that, then I won't be reading this, because that's a disgusting thing to do to anybody. So I was really looking forward to trying this out as well. I'm really sorry to the publishers and Black Copia who sent me a copy of it, but if you're the kind of person who goes out of their way to create accounts and one-star bomb other authors for books you've never read, and anyone who does that is ridiculous. But if you as an author, if you've done it, I think it just sort of hits a little bit different, and it's just not nice. So it's a no from me, unfortunately. Like I said, if it turns out that this evidence is out there that says that she did do this, then if that turns out to be like a doctored thing and it's not true, then obviously I will read it. But for now it's just gonna go on the, I can't unhaul it because it's a proof that for a book that don't come out till next year, I'm not gonna bin it because that's just I don't bin books. But yeah, I just won't be reading it. If I can find someone who wants it, who isn't really bothered about what the author's done, I'll pass it on to them after the book's been published. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, what have we done? I've read some more Queen of Shadows. I'm going to read some more of Queen of Shadows tonight. I'm going to update the Queen of Shadows vlog, and I am going to get things sorted for Bookmas that starts next Wednesday. So I have filmed some things last night. I need to edit some things, and I also need to edit an announcement that's going up on the Sunday, and I need to read some novellas this weekend, which I'm going to prioritise this weekend and next week. So I need to finish the things I'm crocheting for Christmas presents before I do that. So I've got quite a bit to do this evening. But luckily, my friend who I usually go see, he's working tomorrow, so he doesn't come back from Liverpool until tomorrow evening, so I have this evening to edit and get done what I need to do, like, with that, and then I've got tomorrow during the day to read some novellas, and then I've got Sunday when I come back from his to do some more reading, but also I've got a chat with Livy so we could talk K-pop and K-music in general, Korean music in general. I have a wake-up routine now that just starts a Spotify playlist, and I just put it as K-music phase because there's some K-pop, there's a kind of a band that called The Rose that has more of a rocky vibe, and that starts when my alarm is supposed to go off, and it just plays these songs in a playlist for me when I wake up in the morning, and I'm happy. I'm happy, feeling fine, funky, fresh, and fabulous. So I'm just glad I don't have a partner. There's because it would just probably piss them off. But the joys of being single, I can play what I want, and yeah. So that's it. That's all I've got to update you on. I'm gonna update you tomorrow before I go to my friends, and then I'll probably update you on Sunday with like my final wrap up of the week. But yeah, I feel like this week, vlogging wise, has been more productive, reading not so much, but I'm just getting used to picking up the camera daily again. And there's been a lot of ups about this week. I found new bands, multiple bands that I enjoy, new music, just the vibes. For me, if something can give me like a feeling that just releases pure serotonin, at the moment that for me is crocheting and reading and music. Music has always been that for me, and I kind of forgot that at one point. And people know this who struggle with mental health problems, but even though you know something makes you happy, when you're in sort of like that zone of feeling crap and like not really like taking care of yourself in every respect of the word, doing things that make you happy, that is still a struggle. It's not as easy to just go and do those things. And somebody posted a TikTok and about executive function dysfunctionality, something like that, where like it was just referred to as one task of like a shower, and how for for like neurotypical people, it's like get undressed, get a shower, do your deeds, get back out. It's simple, but for someone like me, I feel like I felt a bit called out by the thing. Is like, for me, it's not like more than like I break those 3 tasks down, and every little step in like throughout is a task. So like getting up from the sofa, then you know getting undressed and realising that you're going to be cold, and then making sure that the bathroom is warm so that when I get in and out of the shower that I'm not going to be freezing. And because this flat is cold, I know that I'm more susceptible to getting ill. I need to make sure that the flat is warm so that I'm not at a high risk of getting ill. So for me, not being cold, getting in and out of the shower, or not being too cold in my flat is a massive thing, because when I am asthmatic, and when I get ill for weeks, and that can impact me at work. So do you see what I mean? Like, it's not it's like I'm not gonna go through like the whole like thought process, but everything I do, I need to there's other things going on in my mind that's just like, yeah. So this one task of getting a shower is not just like one little like thing. It's a massive thing, and that's just how my brain works. And I'm a broken, yeah, but it is what it is, and I am aware. So there we go. You didn't come here for that, but this is Lisa Does Life, not Lisa Just Does Books, okay? And I've also been not rebranding, but like redoing my header for my channel and my socials, and Jem has been an absolute gem. And she has helped me, in fact, she's done it I said I would like this, this and this, but I want it to still be me, and she came up with this. So this is the new channel header, and I know it's very simple, but it's also very me. It's got my favourite colours in, it's got, like, you know, dragons, fantasy. My biggest thing is fantasy, and yeah, some of my favourite books include dragons. You know, Michael R. Miller's Ascendant, Boy and His Dragon. That's it, really. I'm going to go now and crack on with reading and whatnot, and I will update you when I update you. This is a weird place to do an update, but it's better than any. I can't bother doing my hair today, so I'm living my curly girl life while I get ready to film. I've got a couple more videos to film for Bookmail, and I have quite a few novellas to read. First things today, you're wonky again. I have, you can see there, a little bit of a haul to do for Bookmail. I do also want to do some indie content for Bookmail. Some of the faves that I've read this month, some of the ones I want to get to. So this year's Bookmas is going to be a bit different to last year's, which I'm looking forward to doing. It's a bit more chill, which I'm really enjoying. This year has been the worst year for me, personally. Like, one of the worst years in a very long time. So let's just pretend in the brain that it went from 2022 to 2024. 2023 never happened. Apart from the good bits. We'll just pick out the good bits of 2023 and pretend that they just happened in 2022. Maybe? I don't know. My brain's just fried today. I am gonna go and get ready for the live with Chelsea and get ready to film. I mean, I say get ready to film. Get my indie books out that I want to film with, and then I will see you all later when I have a reading update before I go to Ed's. Hello friends, ignore the messy hair. I had it curly and I've just thrown it up. We're now on Monday evening and I'm closing out this vlog and I'm starting a new one because why not? So what have I done? I went to Ed's this weekend. I did some sprints with Chelsea on Saturday. We had so much fun. We had a good chat. We was productive. That's not good English. We were productive. I have my announcement's gone up for my new thing with Chelsea next year. I can tell you now, it's a book tour company that we're running. So we're starting that in January 2024. I'm so excited, much wow. And that went live at the weekend. It did go live a day early in typical Lisa fashion. I was on backstage with Chelsea after the live, and we were like just chatting away. And then I had a message, a comment saying like, "This is amazing. I'm so happy for you." And then I was like, my weekly vlog. What on my weekly vlog is like so exciting and like I'm really happy for you. And then I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh Chelsea, fuck. My announcement went up a day early. I put it for 6 PM, but on the 9th instead of the 10th. It was supposed to go live on Sunday, so I didn't actually announce it on the socials until Sunday, but by that point there'd already been about 60 views on it. Whoops. But anyway, it is what it is. I have read quite a bit since I last spoke to you. I think I finished Dust and Lightning for Sphinx, which puts me in a very precarious situation because I know that I've got Your Blood and Bones left, and one of my team has also read that, and it's one of her faves along with something else. And I really loved Magical Park by Quinn Bjornson, but I also loved Dust and Lightning. And Rebecca Crunden, if you're watching this, you're probably not because you don't know who I am because I'm a nobody. But please, friend, from me to you, can we please have the novel that's supposed to come after this? Please tell me that you are in the middle of, or finished preferably, a novel that follows this novella. If you haven't, you're going to break my heart, seriously. I need to know what happens to Ames and Violet and Callum. Please. Please. So for those of you who don't know, Dust and Lightning was written by Rebecca Crunden, and it's a novella that it's like it's a fantasy, but it feels a bit like a genre blend, because it has like a sci-fi element to it. So there's a place called Earth, but then there's other planets, and then on one of these planets called Kilnin or Clinin, I can't remember how I pronounce it, there are these things called dust worms, and they're not just dust worms, they've got teeth, and they're like electric, and they like give off like electric shock, like electricity vibes. Electricity vibes. And he's looking for his brother, who has been told is dead, but he doesn't believe he's dead. And there's a guy called Ames, by the way, that we meet at the beginning, and from the offset it is pow pow pow. It's fast paced from the offset. And she does such, my only issue with this is that this particular book should have been a full length novel. Everything was so good, and it was compact into a little novella, which is fine, funky, fresh and fabulous. Thank you very much, Rebecca, for doing that, because you've given me life with this. But the downside is I need more. But also I needed like this adventure to span over more pages, so we could, I mean, everything, there was nothing that, I didn't feel like anything was missed from it being so short. I just feel like we kind of do miss some of the character development if we are sort of like rushing things a little bit. So we get to know the characters quite well within this time frame, but I would like to have that space to breathe between all the excitement to get a bit of backstory about the characters. But she does do a very good job of weaving that into the action as well, and like the conversations and stuff. It's really good. So yeah, does he find his brother? Read it to find out. Who are Violet Ames and Callum? You find out by reading the book, and I highly recommend that you do. But there's a problem. So Quembrios's Manticore Park, Dust and Lightning, both top tier. I can only put one through. Which will I choose? You will find out shortly. I don't know how I'm going to decide. I really don't. And I'm excited to read the couple of novellas that I've got left, but also I'm really nervous to read a couple of novellas I've got left, because if we've got these two that are on par here, if we have any more that are up here, what do I do? How do you break that down? I don't know what else to do. I really don't. But we'll find out. Find out next week on Lisa Does Life, but not very well. If you don't like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're here and you want to let me know you're here but you don't have anything to say, please leave a black heart, so much appreciated. And if you would like to read any of these books that I mentioned and very poorly explained, then I will leave the links to the Amazons where you can purchase them or read them on Kindle Unlimited if they are available on Kindle Unlimited. But I will leave the Amazons links in the description below. And yeah, I'm really sorry to the authors for badly explaining your books, but when I feel things, the verbiage, the words do not exit the mouth correctly, and it's just all of the feels that I feel that I can't verbalise, but my arms can. What is this? I'm going. Thank you for watching. Adios amigos.